So today I'm going to be doing a video on bullying and the effects it has on people. I was very bullied as a child and it has had a serious impact on my life. It kind of started way back in kindergarten actually, which is so weird. Like, who gets bullied in kindergarten, right? Well, apparently me. This girl who I thought was my friend would just torment me. Where one day she'd be really nice with best friend, she'd invite me over to our house, and we'd go to see Disney on Ice, and we had a lot of fun. And the next minute, because I went to private school, after school we got to wear clothes, like regular clothes, but the privilege was like if you hung up your clothes, you got to wear them. Well, she would take my clothes and throw them all around the room, get them dirty. We went to a horseback riding place, and she took my photo with me on the horse, and she ripped it up in 12 pieces and scattered it around the room. Now, the first one may not seem like a big deal, but I was 5-6 years old, and I thought this was a huge deal. Like, I had never had someone be mean to me like that before, like, especially on purpose. And then, grade 1, it was really, like, she shunned me. After getting kindergarten, it was almost like hazing. It was like, when we were her friends and stuff in the playground, she would make us do stupid things like stand in the line and everyone had to close their eyes, and she would lead us around, and if we opened them we couldn't be her friend anymore, and it was really stupid. It kind of is like hazing. She'd make us do stuff that we didn't want to do or was potentially embarrassing. And in grade 1, this kid all gave us Christmas ornaments, like little gingerbread men, and she threw mine on the floor and it broke me into a million pieces. Well, not a million, but a lot of pieces, and I still have it and stuff in my room, but it's all taped up, and I'm so sad. Like, it's ruined forever, and there's nothing she can do that'll make it better, or nothing she can do to take it back, or anything really. And it sucks because every day I'm reminded of that girl. And then I moved to another school in grade 1 just because private school was way too expensive, and so in grade 2 I was starting in a new school, and there it wasn't so bad, but yeah, really, it wasn't that bad at all. Actually, right up until about grade 4. Grade 4 started getting bad, and people were teasing me. I had a really bad overbite where my front teeth, would come out at a 45-degree angle out of my mouth. And I was so tiny and so skinny. I was 48 pounds, and I was the shortest kid in the grade. And I had this really long red hair that no one else had, and a lot of freckles, and people like just saw me as different, you know. Like, there was no one else in my grade who was like super short, super skinny, like just a tiny little person with long red hair and a lot of freckles, and I got really teased for it. It really got bad in about grade 5 when this one guy actually, Sammy, he would call me just like ugly, and then I had measles, from all the freckles. I looked like I had measles. He would take my 7th grade around the room. He was also my boss, so he just made me miserable. It got especially bad, and like he would do it to other girls too. Like, he took a girl's hat and dragged it around the room by his feet. Grade 6 it got really bad, where to the point where he made death threats against me. Like, I was 12. Who makes, like, 12, 11? Who makes death threats against people when they're 12? Like, you're 12! So it's really scary. He had found this other guy who liked to torment me, Will. And then, you know, say, cut your teeth, you're ugly, like, what the fuck, you're fucking ugly, you fucking faggot, and stuff like that. And they would also, like, on my bus ride home, they'd be like, we're gonna bomb your house, like, we're gonna kill you and your family. Got to the point where I didn't even feel safe being at home because I was so scared he was gonna find me at my house or kill me or something. And that's the point where the principal got involved, and the kid would, like, he didn't even really do a good job because the kid came in, he was like, oh, well, sir, I'm bullied too, which was bull because he bullied everyone. No one bullied him. And then the police eventually got involved, and they took him down to the police station and explained to him that this was harassment and he could go to jail. And then I went to high school, and I was like, yes, they're not going to my school. Well, they were, but like, we didn't really see each other. I mean, high school is a lot bigger because high school here starts at grade 7. And sorry, I'm a bit congested. I'm sorry if I sound weird. And this girl, and then I started getting bullied by girls. And one guy, because I liked this guy named Alec, and he decided that I was too skinny. I mean, I was like 70 pounds, you know, by far the tiniest girl again. And he just decided that he didn't like me, and I should not feel welcome, I should not feel appreciated, I should not feel happy or good or anything. So he tried to make my life miserable. And then this one girl, Tess McDonald, she would just absolutely torment me to death. Like, nothing I did was right, nothing I wore was good. Like, I know it sounds petty and stupid and like materialistic to be like, yeah, like she made fun of me for wearing clothes and that really affected me. But I mean, I was 12. I had just come out of being bullied for like I've been bullied as a young child, I've been bullied, like I just came out of being bullied again, and I was like trying to make friends at a high school, you know, like, so yeah, it affected me to the point where she was like she even said, like, that's not your real hair color, you dyed and everything. Okay, well, this is my real hair color, my eyebrows are the same color, I've been this color since I was a little kid, like, there's nothing I can do about it. And she was like, again, I know that sounds pathetic, like, why would you get offended over your hair color? But I had been teased for my hair color, my complexion, my weight, my height for years. So I really hated my hair. I hated it. It made me different. It made me abnormal. I mean, I just didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. And I was so insecure. So many insecurities because of it. And she was like, you're so skinny I could break you like a twig over my leg. Like, you bend over and you would snap in half. Like, she got the same pair of shorts as me one day, and she was like, you can't wear them anymore because I have them, and they don't look good on you, you're too fucking scrawny and stuff, and it was just horrible. So that was grade 7 into grade 8, and also in grade 8, my best friend Samantha went into a group home for anxiety, and that was really hard for me because she was one of my only friends, and she was my best friend since grade 2, and I really just didn't have any friends. I was kind of a loner. I mean, I didn't have any friends really because the girl who bullied me was like the most popular girl in school, so no one really wanted to go against her and be like, yeah, you're wrong, Katie's a nice person. So when she left, I was really upset, and my whole life kind of spiraled out of control. I met some other girls, started hanging out with them. Turned out they weren't the nicest people ever, and they were pretending to be my friend, and really they would talk about behind my back and joke about me, and I found out because one of their boyfriends, Tori, would just, he came up to me and he was like, why are you hanging out with them? They don't like you. Like, he just couldn't understand how I didn't get it. And they had never told me. They made me feel welcome. They asked me to hang out. Like, I didn't get it because no one had ever acted like they didn't want me around. So that was really upsetting. And my whole life at that point was spiraling out of control. I kind of, because my two best friends, Samantha and Molly, were both like really against their mothers and really horrible, I guess it kind of rubbed off on me. Me and my mom got into huge problems. We would be screaming at each other. Nothing we could say to each other was right. Could even be in the same house, in the same room, in the same floor level without getting into an argument. You know, I'd run away from home. I'd get kicked out. Like, it was just a bad situation on so many levels. And then I got into a good group of good friends, you know. And grade 9, beginning of grade 9 was still horrible with my mother. Big problems. Actually, at the end of grade 8, I ended up going to England for my aunt's wedding because my mom thought it'd be good for us to have some time apart. So I went to England for a few weeks to go see my aunt's wedding, and my cousins really helped me through it so much. My cousins, Anna, Valdemar, and Isabella, they're much older than me. Valdemar is turning like 29, and Isabella's 32, and Anna's 25. So they're really older, you know, they'd been through it, so they could really help me and give me advice on what to do. Grade 9, you know, got into a new group of friends, starting to get better, you know. Still problems with my mom. We still don't get along to this day. And, you know, there was some violence, you know, like, yeah, she would hit me, and there's nothing you can do about that, whatever. People, you go through it. Like, I'm really fortunate that it didn't go that far, you know. There are some people who are really abused at home. You know, I wasn't really abused. Like, she would slap me or something. That's not that bad. And then grade 10 last year, Really good group of friends, no bullying problems at all. Really happy about that. And then grade 11, this is my best year so far. I haven't got any bullying problems. You know, everyone's saying, Katie, she's such a sweet girl. Like, no one can even remember me being bullied because I'm just a completely different person now. I don't even look like the same girl anymore. You know, my hair went from being there to, like, all the way down to, like, you can't even see, like, there. And I'm a completely different person, completely reformed, you know. Like, I'm still the same person at heart, but bullying had really changed me. I'm a much harder person. I'm really nice, genuine person, but I don't make friends as easy anymore. Like, it takes me a while to trust people. I don't open up that well. I have a lot of walls up because I don't want people to be let in and hurt me again. Except this year when I went to Europe, best trip of my life. It really was the best trip of my life. Tessa McDonald was on it, and she was like, people have told me you hate me, and I never said that. Like, I didn't like her, and I said to her, you know, like, Tess, I don't like you, per se, like, I have a certain opinion of you, because the way you treated me, like, you torment me, you made my life miserable, but I completely came in with an open mind, you know, to see, maybe you've changed, you know, like, it's been 4 years, like, 3 or 4 years, you've probably changed, and I thought she had, but she really had. She's still the same catty person, and she, for the rest of the trip, you know, like, she was just a bitch to me, like, blowing smoke in my face and stuff, and it was really just not a good experience. It was kind of like being bullied all over again. Like, she would call me ugly, and she would make comments, and blow smoke in my face, like cigarette smoke. Like, I don't like smoking. She knows I'm really against it, so that's disrespectful and dirty to blow cigarette smoke in my face, like, ew. And she'd make comments and just try to make my life miserable, but I wasn't gonna let me down. Like, I was friends with everyone on the trip, so people stood up for me, and I stand up for myself now, you know, like, now, like, whenever I see someone, like, pushing on another girl, I stand up for her, like, and you guys should stand up for her too. Like, if you're being bullied, or, like, have been bullied, like, stand up for the girl you see being pushed around, you know, or stand up for yourself, because I know I didn't stand up for myself, but if I could tell my 12, 11, 10, 5, 6, 14, 13-year-old self any advice, I would tell myself to stand up for myself, because now I don't let anyone push me around. I don't let anyone give me crap, and I'm a lot happier of a person for, you know, like, I have been clinically depressed, and it has played a big role in my life, but it doesn't, and so does anxiety, but, you know, it's not defined who I am. Bullying doesn't define who I am, but, like, there are things that strengthen you and build your character and make you who you are today. I personally believe that without all the bullying and all the crap I went through, I would not be who I am today. And I might not even be talking to you right now or making these videos on this channel, because I'm making these videos to help you guys through tough times and help you through life's hard times. Because I would have loved someone to talk to me and help me through when I was going through it, but there was no one. So I really hope that I can help any of you, or physically reach out to help any of you. If you guys are ever in a tough time or feel like there's no one to turn to, you can just inbox me. You can ask me a question on Tumblr, or inbox me on Facebook, you know, Katie Howard from Quebec, Canada. You can email me at katie._.howard@hotmail.ca. There's so many ways. You can inbox me on YouTube. Like, I am here for you. If you need to talk to me, come talk to me. I'll respond to you immediately. And I really just want to help all of you. I just really want to help. You know, if, like, I can, I really hope I do. And I hope I inspire some of you. But yeah, I'm in a much happier place. I really do see the beauty in the world right now. Like, I'm in such a good place in my life where I can look out and I see so much beauty in the world. Like, everyone is so beautiful. The only people who are ugly are people who have an ugly heart. And the ugly people are the people, you know, who called me too skinny and ugly and not pretty enough, and the people who just torment me, they're the ugly people. And there are some horrible people out there. Like, I get messages on Tumblr, you know, saying like, you're ugly, you're fat, you're this, you're that, like you have an ugly personality, I don't like the way you think. Well, you know what? I don't like the way you think. Like, fuck you. Like, why are you bringing me down? Honestly, like, it's just stupid. Like, I don't even have a picture of myself on Tumblr. It's a picture of like a kaleidoscope of colors. Because I didn't want to put a picture of myself because I didn't want comments, you know, saying that, like, how dare you judge me when you don't even know me or what I look like. And I still get those comments, you know, because they just feed off of like people being upset. And because they put Anon anonymous, they feel like no one's ever going to find them. And if that makes them feel good, then they're an ugly person, you know, like, just because I know it's bullshit and I'm not going to go and do anything like hurt myself or cut myself doesn't mean someone else will. Like, you don't know what's going to drive them over the edge. And they're not going to announce it, you know? Like, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, Anon just sent me a horrible comment and I'm going to go and cut myself now. Like, they're not going to write that. You don't know that. Words hurt. Words can kill. You don't know that your one thing that you said because you thought it'd be funny or it's a joke can send someone over the edge. And they may take their life tonight because they may decide that it's not worth living anymore because of what you said. Like, I never cut myself. I had suicidal tendencies. I would think about cutting myself, and I had to get so close because the pain of cutting myself felt better than the pain I felt when I was sitting there alone in my room thinking about everything. The pain I thought the cutting myself would take it away, it made me numb, because that pain would distract me, and that pain was better than anything I was feeling. But I didn't. And I'm so happy I never self-harmed. I'm so happy that I had enough like willpower not to do it. But I was so close. And I had many suicidal tendencies. You know, I would think, and I still think to this day, what would it be like when I die? You know, like, if I died right at this moment, who would miss me? Who would try and find out what happened to me? You know, like, who would find me? I mean, I'd walk down the street and I'd be like, what if a car hit me right now? When would my mom go looking? Would she go looking in half an hour? Would she talk on my phone? Would she look down the street and see my body just lying there bleeding? Like, what would her reaction be? Would my friends get in touch? Would she call people? If she called my ex-boyfriends, like, how would they react? Would they be upset? I mean, like, my recent ex-boyfriend, Ali, like, would he be upset? Would he try and help me? Would he, like, what would he do? And that's not okay. Like, it's not normal to be thinking like that. It's just part of my depression, and my, like, it's something that I have because of depression, and it's something I struggle with every day, and I'm really just trying to stop thinking that way, but it happens, you know, and like, there's nothing I can do about it, but I just take it one step at a time, and I just push through, and I just try and ignore the bad in the world and see the beauty in everything, because you can't it's not a life if you're just sitting there and watching it pass you by. That's not a life. So I really do hope that you guys are all going to like go out and just try ignore all the bad and see the beauty, because you're all so beautiful. So beautiful. And if any of you are having like bullying problems or anything, you don't deserve it, because honestly, you are so beautiful and gorgeous, and I don't even need to see you to know that, because I know that inside you are beautiful. I really hope I helped some of you. If ever you guys need help, you know, inbox me. You can comment below asking if you want a video on OCD, if you want a video on anorexia or bulimia, like, inbox me or anything. I will, even though I didn't personally struggle with those, I will research them. I will make a video for you guys just to help you go through it. Anyway, I'll see you later, okay guys? Bye!